Hi everyone. Today starts our online classes. So what we're going to do is something a little different. We're going to be studying in the next couple of weeks the Yang style 13 posture form. I chose this because some of the beginner classes have already been doing this and learned it. Some of you have been in my other classes, know the movements that are in this form in just different order and different way of getting there. But more importantly, space. I want to be, since we're not, you could go outside, of course, and do this, but since you're probably going to be trying this out and looking at it on your computer, on your phone, in your house, space is kind of limited. So this is in a nice little form, and you're only going really left to right, so there's no forward, backward, corners, or anything like that. So it's a simple form, but we're going to go over it in some detail. So here's how the lessons are going to go. The first part of the lesson is our warm-up, and it's our standard warm-up, you know, joint rotations and things like that. That you're going to see the same video for every single lesson. I'm going to splice all the different lessons together. The second part of it is going to be the 13 posture form, me performing it and showing it to you. That way you can see what it looks like. The next part will be a posture of the day, so to speak. And we'll start from the beginning, and add a posture each week and review. So you'll see me demonstrate it. I'll turn around so that way you can work on it with me, looking from the back, so you're not confused with where my hands are, etc. I'm trying to mirror things when I'm facing you, but from when I have my back towards you, it'll be just like you would see me in class. And then finally, I will do the entire form video, and that way you can follow along with me and do the whole form. So some of you, again, know the form, others know the postures. Some of you are brand new to this. That's okay. We're still going to play. And we're going to make do for the next couple weeks. So have fun. All right, let's start with warm-ups. So we're going to take your right foot, touch it to the toes to the ground, and rotate ankle, knee, and hip. Do it 5 times on this side. Reverse direction. Okay. Then your left toes. 5 times in one direction, and then reverse it. Good. Hands on our knees, and rotate the knees, keeping the joints nice and loose. 5 times in one direction, and then 5 times in the other direction. Good. Hands on the hips, and we'll do the same thing here. And reverse. Arms up, shoulders relaxed, and just turn from the waist. Make sure your knees don't sway, just turn. Good. Now, open your arms like this, and do the same thing. Good. Now, take your shoulders, roll them back, and roll them forward. And again, about 5 times. Elbows nice and relaxed. Just the elbows. Rotating out. And rotating inward. Wrists. Only try to isolate just the wrists. Now we're going to take our chin. We're going to bring it down to the chest. And then we're going to raise it to the ceiling. Down again. Up. And down once more. raise the shoulder to the ear. Just kind of loosen the neck. Come back up. And then the same thing on the other side. And then come back up. We're going to do this 2 more times. Down. And here. Down. And again, we're going to look straight ahead. This time we're going to turn to your right and look, kind of glancing over your right shoulder. Back to center. Same thing on the other side. Let's just turn as far as you can. Try not to turn your shoulders, just turn the neck. Good. Now finally bring your arms up. Or kind of stretch up, arching back. And then come forward and reach for the ground. Don't worry about touching, just go as far as you can. And come back up. And again, we'll do this one 5 times. And then just hang. Come back up. Good. Now we're going to do this. We're just going to let the arms relax. Pick your shoulders up and just let them drop. Just one more time, just up and then relax. And we're going to turn the waist. Try to keep the knees just very slightly moving, just let the arms flop around. Just like this. Nice and slow. Kind of shift weight back and forth, right and left. As you're doing it. Good. And like you were shaking water off your hands, just kind of do this from forward and backward. And there's our warm-ups. What you're going to see next is a demonstration of the 13 posture yang form. Please just watch it. Don't follow along with it because you're going to probably get confused on some things because I'm probably not mirroring it. So just watch this portion of it. At the end of the lesson, I will face away from you and you can follow along with me. So we'll see how it goes. All right? Enjoy.
Okay, so we're going to start learning the 13 posture yang form. So some of you know it, some of you don't. Those who don't, you probably will recognize some of the movements. There are some of you who may not recognize those, and that's okay. So we're going to go over them step by step, and each class we will add a couple of new movements. So today we'll get through 2, and we're going to do some exercises with one of the movements. So the first thing is keep your feet together, hands at your side. Remember, all of your joints relaxed, don't lock anything. And you're going to sit all of your weight into your right foot, and you're going to step out with the left foot. We call it open left step for those who don't know. All right, then from here, we're just going to let the arms float up, wrists kind of relaxed, and then we're going to sink, and we just kind of a heavy feeling as we sink down, so it's up, down. Cloud hands, so you're going to shift to your right, and your left hand's going to kind of come across your body, and then you're going to shift back to the left. You're going to step in, your right hand is going to come up, your left hand's going to go down. You're going to step out. And as you move to the left, your left hand's going to come up, your right hand's going to come down. And slightly turning. Okay? So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the movement mirrored, and then I'm going to turn around so that way you're not as confused and you can follow along with me. But this way you can see what the hands are doing. So again, cloud hands, really your hands are just kind of going up and down. It's a little bit more complicated than that. We're really kind of doing this ball a little bit. But for simplicity, just imagine your arms going up and down. And they go up and down according to which way your weight is shifting. So if my weight is on my left foot, my left arm is up, or at least going up. If my weight comes to my right foot, my right arm comes up. And that's what we want to do. So we're going to constantly kind of do this weight shifting. And of course our waist is turning as well, because it looks like I'm doing this. I call that frisbee cloud hands. And we don't want to really throw our arms out. Our arms keep up and down, but it looks like I'm turning my arm out because my waist is turning. So keep that in mind. So again, from the beginning, so I put my feet together, hands at my side, open left step. Again, this is where we start to think about embracing the tree. Feet shoulder width apart, knees bent, pelvis tucked, spine nice and straight, head nice and tall, and shoulders and elbows relaxed. And then from here, you're just going to let the arms float up. It's a little different than some of the other forms we do. And then sink down. And in cloud hands, we're going to shift, bring the left hand up, shift back to the left. Step in, and as we shift to the right again, bring the right hand up. And step out, and move this way, back to the left. And that's it. So that's what the move's going to look like. So this is just to show you. Obviously, you can practice it while you're watching me. Normally, when we do other forms, we're going to be doing, 3 times in cloud hands. Actually, this Yang 13 posture form, I think only does it once, but we're going to do it just twice. 1, 2, just so in the interest of space. So you have a little bit more. We have a little bit less room probably in our homes than we do in the classrooms. So you have more room to spread out there, may not have as much here. So we're going to just do 2 steps. The nice thing about any of the forms, you could always add more steps. Just make it, if you want to add more steps, just be mindful of how the next step goes. So we're going to work on that a little bit today. So let's just practice cloud hands. So we're going to go in both directions. And I'm going to face you in this. So again, come here, holding your tray. So we're going to go to our left first. That would be your left. Okay, your right hand's going to come down. Just shift to the left. And again, slightly turn the waist. You're going to take the right foot, it's empty. You're going to step in just a little bit. Shift back to the right. And as you do that, your right hand's going to come up. Your left hand's gonna fall, drop down. You're gonna step out, and then you're gonna move back to the left. And your left, the waist turns a little bit to the left. You're gonna step in, and you're gonna move to the right. This is kind of a gathering energy here. You're gonna step out, and you're gonna release that energy to the left. And we're just gonna go back to the right, just to give you some space. Come back. Remember, if my weight's on my right foot, my right hand has to come up. Step in, come to the left. So we're doing it this way, okay? Good. Step in, and step out. Good. We'll go back to the left. Go to the left. Add another step if you'd like. Now go to the right. Just move to the right where the right hand comes up. When the foot is empty, left foot is empty, then you can step it in. Move back to the left. Step out. Move to the right. Step in. Move to the left. Step out. Move to the right. And there you have cloud hands. So go back to this video when you need to practice cloud hands. All of the videos we're going to be doing during this online session, we're going to be repeating specific movements so you can practice. So go with that. So let's look at the form again. This time I'm going to face this way, and you can follow along with me. So feet together, hands at your side. And you're going to open left step. And then we're going to raise the arms up. Bring your hands down, sinking, feeling. And your wrists remain flat. Cloud hands, so we're going to come to the right. You're going to start to bring the left hand up, circling. Then move back to the left. Step in with the right foot. Move to the right. Right hand is going to come up. Step out, move to the left. Left hand comes up. Okay. We'll do that again. So follow along with me. Open left step. So sink our weight into our right foot. Step out shoulder width with the left foot. And then raise the arms up and down, sinking feeling. Cloud hands. Shift to the right first. We have to gather our energy, and our left hand starts to rise, and then we release by going to the left. Again, waist slightly turned. Step in with the right foot now that it's empty. Move back to the right. Right hand's going to rise. Gather. Step out. And move. Good. I'm just going to do these movements. When you're doing this, remember embracing the tree. So cloud hands, when we look from the side, cloud hands is not in here, it's not out there. Again, think of holding that beach ball, that world that we normally talk about. That's what you want to hold. So when I'm doing this, looking at it from the side, you can see my elbow's slightly bent. Okay, my elbow slightly bent. So keep the shape always in the form. All of our movements are going to have this shape to some degree. The most important thing is the elbow never wants to be locked, so don't do that. And in cloud hands, we just want to move the arms up and down. So let's practice it one more time. So we're going to open left step. First thing, sink the weight into your right foot. Settle into that right leg. Step out so your feet are shoulder width apart. Then your weight now is 50-50, equal in both feet. And then we're going to raise the arms like they're floating up. And then we're going to sink down. Cloud hands. Shift back to the right, sinking into that right leg. The left going to start to come up, and then we're going to move back to the left. Step in, move to the right. Right hand comes up. Step out, move to the left. And we're going to pause there. Okay, one more time I'm going to face you, and I'm going to mirror it so you can just make sure, so you can see what my hands are doing. Open left step. That was not mirrored, sorry. So from here, up, raising the arms. Down. Now on your cloud hands, you're going to sink your weight into the right. Your left arm's going to start to come up, and then it moves here. Again, round. Stepping in, moving to your right, stepping out, moving. Good. So that's cloud hands. Again, we're just going to do it 2 times, and you're going towards your left. When you're stepping in, okay, because again, you're starting off your feet shoulder width apart. So when I step in, I'm going to step in just a little bit. When I step out, you can go just shoulder width apart. If you're going to step out further, remember, you have to sink lower, so don't work so hard. Step just a little, about a shoulder width apart and come back. Okay, step in just a little bit. You don't have to step your feet so they're touching. They're just stepping in a little bit. So those are the keys to cloud hands, and those are the first 2 movements of the 13 posture form. What we're going to do is, the next part of this is going to be the whole form, so you can see what it is from following me. And if you want to follow along with me, be my guest.
Okay, so here's the whole form. This time, follow along with me if you'd like, and take your time and go through the postures and see how you do. Don't worry if a lot of the stuff looks foreign to you. Oh, I can't see your hands. It's not a big deal. Play along and do your best. As the weeks progress, we're going to learn. You're going to get more detail on the different movements. So, again, have fun. And there you have it. Lesson 1 complete. So next week we will cover the next set of movements in the form. And we'll see how it goes. So remember, send me some comments, let me know what you think, and keep smiling and hug your tree. So take care, and I hope to see you soon.